flaps 20. I mean, I can take off with no flaps on this, no problem at all. But the thinking is, in the event of any engine failure, nice to have your flaps already in.
Absolutely.
That's my thinking. Get off the ground and get some height as quick as you can. Okay. Right, so we're taking off and slight right turn straight out.
You go straight out if you want to.
Yeah. Check for approaching traffic. November 20 Sierra, lining up runway 22 for departure. 20 Sierra, lining up runway 22. Departing after the landing hour. Power's good. T's and P's good. Airspeed's alive. Rotate.
Pick up to Golf Sierra Hotel Romeo Tango is just awaiting departing aircraft and then we'll run down to
24, 24. Parallax makes it quite hard to see that. 20 Sierra departing straight out to the west. No one gliding, is there?
No, looks deserted today. I didn't actually look at the TAF for Exeter.
I did, and it was all cab okay.
How was it?
On here as well.
Oh, of course it is.
And Golf Hotel Charlie, downwind 22 left hand for 1 more.
Exeter radar, November 1320 Sierra.
November 12306 Exeter, departing message.
Correct call time, November 1320 Sierra. Cessna 182, just departed Dunkeswell. Dunkeswell to Dunkeswell VFR via Davidstow Moor, requesting basic service.
November 1230 Sierra, Roger, that's all copy, thanks, and there's a basic service, QNH 1008.
QNH 1008, basic service, just to correct the call sign, 1320 Sierra.
1320 Sierra, Roger.
I don't know why controllers always get my call sign wrong. Yeah, it's nice to just get up here and do the basics first, just get up, get into cruise, get settled in. And if you hadn't been here today, just that unexpected visibility would have rattled me. And I'd have been like, oh God, oh I don't know. I think it's the feeling that I'll be okay, but if anything happens, I haven't got the bandwidth to deal with a problem situation.
Okay.
It's that backup. I mean, sometimes I'm feeling on top of my game and I'm happy to handle whatever. But you know, at the moment, I wouldn't even contemplate doing any IMC stuff.
I think we all get a little bit of that sometimes. I don't think you're on your own there. I have days where I'm actually thinking I really don't want to be up here.
Yeah?
Definitely. Doesn't happen very often, but...
Oh yeah. Not my conspicuity. Should be. Oh yeah, there it is, it is. It's just popped up, look.
Oh yeah.
And then there's also that feeling that when I'm in this state of mind where I'm probably making mistakes that I'm unaware that I'm making. And again, having someone else, there's a better chance of catching that if I do.
Well, I think everybody makes mistakes. It's whether you spot them and put them right again. That's the important thing.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, when I fly on my own, I'm a lot less concerned than when I've got passengers on board. And it's obviously having passengers on board, there is an extra layer.
Extra approach, Pipeway 60.
I was flying the other day and I put the QNH in the transponder. Everybody cocks up, don't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. Again, when I'm feeling on my game, I'll still make mistakes, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, I can handle a mistake. But it's almost like, you know, reserves, mental reserves. You need mental reserves for flying, and when my mental reserves are currently 0. But I'm just really happy. I mean, you know, also, I hate the plane not being flown enough. Hate it. I just sit there at night dreaming about the engine corroding away. It was an expensive thing that happened in the summer, the 2 new cylinders. And we had to change all of the rods called, they're about that long.
The push rods.
Are they lifters or push rods? Are they?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure which engine you got in here. So.
Continental I 470. So they were about that like cylinder, solid metal cylinder.
Oh, like a cam lifter.
Yeah. And the tops of them were just starting to get a bit pitted. And Tom Stote said, look, he said, it's up to you. Carry on if you like without changing them, he said, but they will eat the heads. Whichever bit, you know, the actual lifter, you know, whatever it is. And he said, if you want to keep this plane and keep this engine running, he said, I would advise changing them. So I did. Because I do want to keep the plane. Yeah, I'll do 23, 24.
Nice. I still think it runs ever so cold, this engine.
I think that's just a gauge reading problem. It did get a bit hotter in the summer than that. It is reading.
Yeah.
I just think it's very old and it's probably not reading. I don't know. Because although this reading is clearly wrong, this CH2 reading here, that's clearly wrong. There is still some consistency in it.
Yeah.
It'll go back down. It's fluctuating 150 degrees. It's obviously not right. Yeah, that's not right either. That's definitely not the EGT. That's overreading by about 200 degrees. That one at least 200 degrees as well. It happened. It was working perfectly, and then suddenly it wasn't. It's just it was like a calibration. I've looked into getting it fixed, and the amount of money it would cost to repair this old one doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense to get a new one. But then it's like, well, I mean, I'm waiting until I've got the money to then just do a complete panel. Don't know when that'll be.
Got some life in it yet, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I'm very happy flying it like it is. But it would be great if that was working better. It's things like, you know, I'd love to take the kids over to my other half's dad lives in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Kids have never met him. They're not very close, but there is contact. So come over to Ireland, and there's an airstrip near his farm.
Oh, brilliant.
But yeah, before I go across the RSC with the kids, I just love that confidence out the engine and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, flying in Ireland is lovely. It's so easy. They're so accommodating.
What's your interpretation of the rules, the VFR rules about distance from cloud when you're above 3,000 feet, but if you're in sight of the surface, you haven't got to be 1,000 foot above that,
As long as you can see the surface in the event of an emergency.
Yeah.
All it is. So yes, if it's big holes in the cloud, it's fine. If there's tiny little holes and you can't really see through it, then no.
No. There's that reservoir and a dam.
Insurance 99 is a traffic service now.
What reservoir is that?
I can never remember the name of it. Bloody huge though.
Insurance 99 traffic service.
Roadford.
Roadford Reservoir.
Right, it's emptying itself. Yeah. Pouring loads of water down the front of it. Oh no, that's Roadford Reservoir. The one beside us isn't on there.
Oh, the one on Dartmoor? No, sorry.
Set course direct, keep so Golf, India Bravo, Sierra Oscar.
Red, give those. Thanks.
So we've got 5 runways, 6 runways.
Yeah, they're all pretty short, and they're all pretty stony, and there's girt holes in them, and there's sheep on them.
Right.
November 39 X-ray, if we could now
And that...
please en route.
I haven't landed there for a long time, so I can't tell you. I know they've been improving it a bit,
Okay.
but I probably wouldn't recommend landing there, but it's up to you.
November 20 Sierra, radar service terminated, contact Nikki radar 133.405, bye-bye.
133.405 for Newquay, bye-bye, 200.
2,000 feet in the left and right hand circuits.
For copies, we're going to stay feet wet and transit to the north of the field, heading westbound. We'll stay listen and watch.
Roman 45, thanks. Give you a basic service. Keep your low flying squawk, and I'll just get past you any traffic I can see.
Appreciate it, over 45.
Newquay radar, November 1320 Sierra.
November 1320 Sierra, Newquay.
November 1320 Sierra, Cessna 182 on a flight from Dunk as well, to Dunk as well, via Davidstow Moor. We're currently 17 miles to the east of Davidstow Moor, just requesting a basic service.
November 1320 Sierra, thank you. Basic service, Newquay QNH 1008.
1008, November 20 Sierra, basic service.
November 1320 Sierra, squawk 1747.
Squawking 1747, November 20 Sierra. Just coming overhead Roadford Reservoir.
Yep, I can see you, thanks. Basic service.
Roger, basic service. So... Oh... What was it again? 129830. We'll just courtesy call. I don't... Oh, it could be flying, I suppose.
It could be.
It's 20, if it is, it's high up, it gets windy up there, so they're probably 20 knots. Which would probably mean Mike Blair's not flying, wouldn't it? Or what is a sort of...
Well, for training, it's sort of 20 knots, really.
Right. Well, let's listen in. Just in case we have one.
Good afternoon, Newquay radar 715, just passing over the Camlastri at 1,200 feet, QNH 1008, information Juliet, runway 30, requesting rejoin.
10-5, roger, expect downwind right hand for runway 30, the QNH is 1008.
Expect right hand downwind for runway 30. 10-5.
Mile 5, a bit busy on the circuit at the moment. Could you orbit over the Camel Estuary and I'll call you in shortly?
Wilco, 10-5.
10-5. As you orbit, you may see offshore Charlie 130 north of you, 5 miles, right to left. He's at 2,000 feet, staying feet wet.
Cool. Roger, 10-5.
Hercules out there. November 20 Sierra, we're just going to briefly switch over to these microwave frequency Davidstow just to make a safety call and then come straight back to you.
November 20 Sierra, roger.
Davidstow Moor, November 1320 Sierra, Cessna 182, inbound from the east, 12 miles to run, just for some sightseeing and an inspection of the airfield, not intending to land, just wondering if there's any traffic on frequency.
KL5, join downwind right hand now for runway 30. 2 light aircraft, one's a PA-28, the second one PA-28, just departing along the coast in the climb.
Join right hand downwind and roger aircraft on the coast in the climb, 10-5.
I hate that when you can hear on another aircraft's transition You hear their engine noise, and it sounds all weird.
I'm going to maintain 59.
Just for a minute, it gets you.
The repeaters.
But again, that's just because I'm feeling rusty and out of practice.
And radar, good afternoon, Golf Bravo Victor Hotel Charlie.
When you hear other aircraft engine noise not through the headphones, you're going to worry.
1,500 feet on 1008, please.
Papa Charlie, thanks. Are you visual with the one ahead of you?
I'm visual with company traffic, thank you, Golf Hotel Charlie.
Thank you. Over the Camel Estuary, there's another aircraft. He's in the left-hand orbit at the moment to join the airfield 2,000 feet and below.
Look at the traffic, thank you, Golf Hotel
Right, I
Charlie.
think I can see it.
Charlie,
Yeah.
basic service.
Okay.
Basic service, Golf Hotel Charlie.
So what I'd like to do, and this is what I'll do, I'll just keep on telling you, I'll just sort of make my own plans and let you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'll just do sort of a left-hand orbit of the whole airfield.
Departures are best now maintaining 1,500 feet down your right-hand side.
Probably 1,000 feet AGL.
Yeah, you'll see if the paramotors are out. You'll more.
It's 1,000 feet, okay, it's 1,000 feet MSL almost.
2 miles there.
So 2,000 feet.
Looking, hit my 5. Traffic and
Thank you.
And then I'll slow the plane down and we'll just do some
And traffic sighted, Golf
slow approaches.
Charlie.
Whatever you like.
Thank you.
Oh, I can see it. It's this side of that wood patch. Okay. What an interesting airfield. Okay, so there's one big long runway, but just probably not very usable.
It's not usable, no. Most of it's not usable. There's a road going across it for a start, and most of it's totally unusable. A lot of it, you can't even drive on it.
Oh, right, okay, that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only the bits that they show on here that are even vaguely good. And it's always covered in ponies and horses.
Oh, right. Okay. Something else I didn't know.
Sorry, sheep and horses, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a road. I can see cars driving. Okay. Oh, that's why 24 is so short, though. So it stops at the road, or?
Yeah.
Does the road actually cross the road?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty short. Oh, it says it's 400 metres, doesn't it? But I think that's a bit optimistic, to be honest.
Yeah, well...
Just see if there's any activity around the old hangars.
So there's a tall tower right underneath us now. I mean, we're way above it, but...
There's a couple of planes out.
Well, there's a minibus. There's a bus there with the door open. Oh, that's like a police bus of some kind.
Yeah, they do all sorts of stuff there.
There's a car. It almost needs a recce on foot, doesn't it?
I would, because it's such an odd place to go in, and even after you've landed, you wouldn't know where the hell to go unless you've walked it first.
But it's where, I mean, there is a guy who teaches out of there.
Yeah, Gary. Just messaging me and see if he's there, actually.
It looks landable from up here. It doesn't look as bad as it. But he said, yeah, watch out for stones and potholes and stuff. Well, why don't we do a sort of long, slow approach with 20 degrees of flaps in along the main runway?
Golf Hotel Charlie and Golf Papa Charlie, are you happy to continue with London information now?
Golf Papa Charlie, yeah, that's okay with me.
And Golf Hotel Charlie also happy.
Squawk conspicuity.
Security and London information, thank you, Golf.
Tell him we're on the frequency.
That's 124 decimal.
No, he's at home, he's not there.
1475 Golf Hotel Charlie, thank you.
1475 and a cost security, Golf Papa Charlie, thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Must have been a hell of a place in its day.
Yeah. It's got a lot of potential. It's the sort of place where if the runway was a bit better, you could have a pilot's festival. Fly-in festival.
They're not allowed to do any improvements.
What? There's a car on the runway, yeah?
Because obviously people are trying to develop the airfield, but they can't because of all the flying going on and sheep and common land and all sorts of other problems.
990, which is level 3,000 feet, maintaining runway.
So part of their planning permission is they're not allowed to improve anything.
Deconfliction service, sorry about this. I'll just let you for an ILS while we sort out the student on the ground.
Okay.
Understood. Shamrock 990.
I'm at 990. When you're ready, turn left, heading 160 degrees.
Left, 160.
Set up for so we're downwind, well, not quite downwind, but we're 1,000 feet at AGL.
November 20 Sierra Nuki.
20 Sierra Nuki.
This is a basic service, but somebody just pulled up from low level to the south of you there, about 2.5, 3 miles, just passing altitude, 1,500 feet.
Roger that. Watching out for it. We're just going to be doing a low approach and go around at Davidstow.
Yeah, thanks. He's just, I think he's going to pass to the south of Davidstow about 3 miles. Not talking to me yet.
Visual with the traffic.
Yeah. Visual with the traffic, 20 Sierra.
We go, thanks, back on the basic service.
It looks like a helicopter.
Come on, 990. We've done a runway inspection and all is serviceable, so I'll give you a quick ILS to runway 30 and back into the circuit.
Copy, thank you. Shamrock 990.
Come on, 990. Turn left, heading 140 degrees.
There's cars on the runway.
Sorry, say
Yeah.
again the heading, please, for the Shamrock 990.
140 degrees, please.
Left, 140, Shamrock 990.
Okay, so that I can see. No, that's not a runway.
I think it's the bit right in the middle that's usable. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Okay, it's the potholes, right, I get it. That bit's usable there. 2406. No, I can see there's some white lines on that bit there. Okay, 1, 2 there, so it's just that bit there, alright. Wasn't the slowest flight I've ever done. 70 knots.
Come on, 990. Turn left, heading 120.
I didn't feel too comfortable going much slower than that. That low to the ground.
Shamrock 990.
Without a clear landing spot.
November 902, Golf Bravo, Nuki. Are you in this?
Well, I mean, that's mission accomplished for me because I'm now going to come here by car
Okay.
and have a really good check out and walk around.
We can use the blaze.
We'll go back and do some circuits at Douglas if we've got time, right? No problem.
Northwest of Lamdin is fine. We've got about 11 miles to run to the zone, and we're 1,700 feet, 108 inbound for fuel.
Blade Runner 03. Thank you. Score 1732.
173, sorry, what was that? 1732.
1732, please.
1732, thanks, sir.
And Blade Runner 03, join right base for runway 30. The circuits are active. Report aerodrome in sight.
Okay, aerodrome in sight, right base 30, and copy double 3.
So it's what is it? It's common land or council-owned land.
Some of it is owned by a company, I think, and some of it is council, and some of it is common.
So I can see the runway number 02. 0220.
Come up 9.
06.
Left heading 030 degrees.
30. Okay, yeah, I can see it.
030, Shamrock
But yeah,
990.
go and walk it.
Shamrock 990, descend to altitude 2,500 feet.
I think there's nicer places to go.
2,500 feet, Shamrock 990.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's where's a fun day out for the kids where we can go maybe have a picnic, have a camp, just get out. It's about getting to the wilderness.
Yeah.
Sierra. We've finished Davidstow now, heading back to Dock as well. Staying with you for a bit.
20 Sierra, thanks. Basic service.
Roger, basic service. Oh, and then it does this. It's that. Oh, it's fixed itself. Sometimes it doesn't fix itself, and it's a real pain. So this is a good backup because of the GPS in the phone.
Yeah.
So the iPad's using that for the GPS signal.
Yeah, if I'm out ferrying, I always have 3. I've got 2 pads and a phone.
Right. It's the avionics are so expensive. I just have to. These have built-in batteries that keep the memory.
Okay.
But eventually, after enough years, batteries fail. Just 2 new batteries in that was almost $1,000 for the work, for the labour to do it. For someone who knew what was doing. flight plans wouldn't remember any frequencies. It was like it was. It even went back from 833 spacing to the old 25 spacing every single time, and you'd have to go and set the absolute pain in the arse. So it was actually worth it.
Try again for me.
Golf Romeo Romeo, just pass overhead Nordic Warren and returning up the F3.
So the things I'd love to practice doing, this
Golf Romeo Romeo, thank you.
will follow
QNH1008.
the flight plan, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm not sure I've ever used one of them before.
There's a Cheltenham one. It's a very, very unusual. I've got heading. I've got wing level.
Left-hand base leg,
I'm not doing altitude because altitude, when the air is smooth, if the air's rough, it does quite a good job of holding you.
Romeo contact Qatar 119.805.
If I was to go nav now, that's now. If I understand correctly, it's now going to follow the magenta line. Keep us on it.
There's nav off.
No. So this is heading.
Right.
That is altitude.
Yep.
And I've got the altitude off, but the heading is set to nav. That makes sense.
Okay.
And it's turning us. See, it's not.
Yeah, it definitely ain't following, is it?
If I put it back onto heading.
Yeah, it's definitely not following the line, is it?
No.
I don't know, I'd have to do a bit of research on that one, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, I've never tried it, so that is now getting us back onto the heading, correct heading. So yeah, so look, it's lateral. Those three buttons are lateral nav.
Yep.
Those two are vertical nav. That is manual. That you can revert them both to manual temporarily, and then it's actually got a massive instruction manual with it, and you can set your glide slope rate and you can adjust it. I've got the manual for it. It's massive. I've never had a chance to read it, but it seems like a pretty accomplished piece of kit. Do live in a beautiful part of the country.
Not bad, is it?
Never gets old watching it from up here.
We've none of it left to keep building on it.
Well, funnily enough, that's that very subject has a lot to do with my work at the moment. Is the housing shortage, but actually there are statistics. So less than 2% of the land is actually built on, and we need less than 1% more to have enough houses that we never need to build anymore ever. So, worst case scenario on a national level, you're looking at losing 1% of green space to have enough homes for everyone to be able to build them.
It just depends which 1% you're losing, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's the point. And so, first of all, definitely build on brownfield sites. Obviously not airfields, but brownfield sites. There's a lot of commercial property that's now becoming vacant that can be converted into flats. Yeah. So that obviously makes sense to do. Convert existing buildings, existing disused plots, brownfield sites first. But there's plenty of space for new villages, a small village here and there, with its own school and its own post office and that kind of stuff. Actually, go down below this cloud. That worry about all the countryside disappearing and building on it. I mean, even if they built at the fastest rate they've ever built for years, you're talking about losing 1 or 2% of it. It's the problem is people not wanting their view to be built on.
No, that's true.
Traffic service now due to your level, late warning of traffic from below.
That's copied. We've got about 10 miles to run to the site, so we'll let you know letting down. Helimeter 70 Alpha.
Thank you.
I'd say that there's a glider flying duck as well, 3,800.
motor glider. Slightly.
Actually 70 on base, 60 on final, and 55 over the fences. So now put 20 degrees flaps. Right, reds, greens, blues. Autopilot off, landing light on. There we are. 70 knots base. Feels slow, doesn't it, 17?
Going to feel even slower once you turn final.
November 20 Sierra, final runway 22 to land, full stop.
Sierra, Tango, left base, please. Charlie, mate, downwind 22. Tango, final 22 to land.
Nice.
Yeah, when I get some nice, good condition grass, I want to try and get it dragging slow with high power, you know, sort of about 50 knots, 45 knots, because it will fly.
Charlie, mate, turning base.
I remember when we did them stalls ages ago, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you could come in ever so slow with a better power on and
yeah,
helicopter it down.
Runway vacated 20 Sierra. Oh, I really want fuel. I need to drop you off, don't I?
Yeah, just drop me off here. I'll walk. Oh no, I won't walk across. I can walk up that taxiway.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can steal cabins right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all right. As long as I'm there when my man turns up, that's all that matters, really. It doesn't matter if we're a bit late taking off.
Well, that was lovely. That felt good. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling less anxious about flying. And accomplished a mission. I've now done an overhead recce of Davidstow Moor that has made me decide to go and do a ground-based recce, a walk of the airfield.